he was over there on a dating show the other day.
Yeah, Trick Daddy.
Okay.
What kind of woman he looking for? Yeah.
Okay, if a woman,
Kendra G. He's over on Kendra G.
If a woman say,
he's willing to be a
I don't want no
stepdad.
disrespect. No, if a woman say I don't want no disrespectful man, in order to date me, you got to be respectful to me. You got to be honest with me. And that type of stuff is reasonable.
Would you be
a woman with kids? Would you date a woman with kids? I'm just saying to you that a lot of times I realize that these issues are not being dealt with. I know a lot of times that men do not want to deal with these issues. Sometimes it's just bad. Sometimes the court system just drag men. We're talking about different states and all of that, and I can't speak on that. But I happen to know in my state, they will work the hell out with you. All you got to do is show up or make the phone calls. Now, that ain't everywhere. I agree with that, and I know that. I mean, somebody gives an example the other day about you just tell them that if a woman just tell the courts that you the baby daddy, then you got to pay for it. That's crazy. I don't know all things, but I'm just telling you, the one thing I do know that's most important is walk in there and talk to somebody. Them caseworkers don't belong to the mamas, even though it may seem that way. They don't. And if they do act too far to the left, start documenting this stuff, taking notes. They work for the court system, and you men, women, whoever, y'all deserve the right amount of treatment. If they don't do you right, go get you a lawyer and sue their asses. Why not? They mistreat you, and they not
rules for different states. You got to know the laws in your state. You got to educate yourself with the laws in each state, man.
Well, you got to ask questions, though. You got to. It ain't even about the laws. It's not even about the laws. If a person that works for the court system is not giving you the just due, then that person no longer needs to work for the court system. You need to take documentation, date and time on what actually happened, and you need to go find you a lawyer, and they will work for you.
They only
situation.
The people that's in the court system, they only doing what they allowed to do, or what they told from their higher superiors on what to do in that situation. So they can't just make up rules and on their own and say, okay, we're going to dog him out, or we're going to do this. No, that stuff was passed down from their higher ups.
So you saying
it's not up to the workers' discretion on how badly they want to treat you. That stuff is in the law.
You saying the higher ups are telling the caseworkers that when this black man come in here, I need you to screw him up, just screw him, like just take advantage of him.
We want to make it seem like we want to make it seem like that they don't operate off the color and race, and
no, we don't know. We're asking questions.
We seem to think because it's 2022 and everybody's nice and racism is over with, and it's a new day and age.
White folks get drugged and child support.
No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying if
white people get dogged in child support court too. It ain't just a black thing.
No, what we're saying, if it happens to you, document it. Why would you just walk away with?
And you better get you a lawyer. Get you a female lawyer.
You can't just
get you a female lawyer. That's what I did. I got me a female lawyer, and I got child support from my daughter's mother. I got it for 6 years.
Hank.
Yeah.
Everybody does not have the financial ability to have these lawyers.
Look, here we go. Then dog, you need to stop making excuses. If you got to get a second goddamn job to pay for that lawyer, you do what you got to do. I promise you. If you love your kids, you'll do that. If you want to get your custody, if you want to get your visitation, if you want to get your money right, you'll do what you have to do for your kids. I question if you love your kids, if you're going to sit there and let that be your excuse. I ain't got enough goddamn money. Then cut off every goddamn thing in your apartment, donate your car, sell it, do what you got to do to get that money. Stop making goddamn excuses. You're a man. At least I think you are. And if you ain't no goddamn man, then go sit down with the women and pee. If you ain't no man, then go sit down.
I'm going to need for y'all to stop this man stuff. Because first off, man, one of us really know what a man is and what a man's job is.
Prince, I ain't got nothing to do with you, because if you don't know what a man is, you need to go down to the Supreme Court and try to figure it out.
Just labeling it, you a man, that you basically gaslight men's struggles and bad experiences, and we want to blame it on, you a man. you a man, but you're not no robot. You're not no god. You're a
your shit
human just
up.
like everybody
You need
else.
a man up then, Jay Prince.
What
Wait
do
a
you
minute,
mean by man up?
You on this damn YouTube crying and complicit a man. If you a man, stand up and act like a man. Don't be
Oh my God.
You crying about girls, you crying about women, you crying about child support, you blaming the white man. The hell with the white man. The white man ain't gonna give you shit. As much as you cry, the white man don't give a damn about your black ass.
But that don't mean we gonna always continue. Well, what's really being a man? How long? What's really being a man is not to accept motherfuckers doing you wrong. You supposed to stand up, grab your balls, and stand up and fight against that. Instead of what you said is to being a coward like a woman and accept it. What you trying to tell us to stand up and accept. You want us men to stand up and accept the bullshit that they doing to us, but not what's really a man. If you want to go with that man route, brother. A man will stand up and fight against that, get that system took the fuck down. That's what a man would do.
Jay Prince, what did I just sit there and say? I told you to get you a female lawyer.
Nothing. You haven't been coming up with nothing.
Hold on, Jay. I listened to what you had to say. Give me a minute. I listened to what you said. Ern said not all people can afford lawyers, right? Ain't that what you said, Ern? I said do what you got to do to get a lawyer. You need to go get you a lawyer, a female lawyer, because they can go in there and play that female role on them, and it works. Dog,
it might work. It might work every blue moon. You act like if we go get a female, if all the men go get a female lawyer, you talking as if that that's gonna make it. It's automatically guaranteed that this female lawyer gonna get you out this bullshit.
It's better than you going there by yourself.
I understand that going there by yourself, but why would you pay $10,000 just to get told no?
Dog, what are you gonna get told no on?
I'm just saying, like, if you going in there, let's say you want your kids, just because you gonna pay a lawyer.
Look at Jay. It depends on what you're trying to do, buddy. It depends on what you're trying to do. Now, are you trying to get custody of your kids?
Lead attorney works in this field, and he see this on a daily basis. And he said men be paying all of this money and still go home with nothing.
It depends on what you're trying to do.
And why we gotta operate? It depends on. That's not being a man. Man makes shit happen.
That's the system, right? You got to work within the system. About this man stuff, y'all like to boast and talk about this man stuff like you got some type of power. You gonna fold just like the rest of these guys when them people get at you. So stop with this man stuff, because let's be honest, black men in America is considered a woman. If we really want to be honest, I don't know what man you talking about.
We get treated like we get treated.
You need to
say your own, buddy.
It's so bad. It's so bad. The only protection that black man has in America is if we turn to the LBG. That's the only protection we got.
Oh, you're on your own, buddy.
And that's it.
I'm not trying to be that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, you act like men. Come on now, You want us to? How long we been standing up? How long we been a man?
I'm just saying.
How long have we been a man and still is still the same? We shouldn't be arguing and complaining about the same shit that was vented 100 years ago.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm not
all this laying down on our knees ain't doing shit for us.
Let me tell you this. I'm not dealing with issues what you're talking about. I don't have women issues. I don't have no problem with a woman submitting to me. I don't have a problem with
I don't have no problem with a woman submitting to me, but it is.
I'm not dealing with baby mama shit.
The thing is, you know why a lot of us black men is messed up? I'm about to tell all the way the truth. The reason why a lot of us black men is in the position that we in now, for one, it wasn't no surprise that they made us get raised by women. Women taught us men how to operate how a woman will under power, being submissive, being a follower, being, whatever. We follow. We is no different from a woman. We on our backs getting fucked just like women, and we just chicks with dicks.
I'm gonna say it again. I don't understand what you're talking about.
If you want to break it down,
let me know when you finish.
I can't relate to that, Jay.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying literally
like that.
I'm not saying literally.
You're not a man. You what we call a homosexual.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying anytime another man,
on your back, that's what you are.
Okay,
don't do that, Jay. Now, if that's what you are, then that's your business.
Can I come and tell you? What I mean by is another man could come in Hink's house and tell Hink that Nigga, I'm only gonna give you 1 day to see your motherfucking kid. You ain't gonna do shit about it.
No, I don't have them problems, dog.
I'm just saying.
Let me tell you. You keep saying a man could do it.
Look how they treat us.
Listen, hold on, listen, Jay. Listen. Why don't you have a conversation with the mother of your child? Then you don't have to worry about that.
You making this personal. I'm saying in general.
I'm talking to any man. Any man could have a conversation.
So you mean tell me that they ain't have no conversation with these women? You act like these men just didn't love their kids. So you believe that bullshit when women used to say, "Oh, your daddy just ran and left." All these black fathers just running, leaving their kids.
Jay Prince, I never believed that.
Are you serious? You really believe that shit? What the women was talking about?
You ain't heard my story. You ain't heard my story. When my mother and father separated and got divorced.
I'm sorry for cussing.
Listen, Jay. Listen, Jay. Jay, listen. Listen. When my mother and my father got divorced, my mother was one of those type women talking about your dad ain't shit. Talk bad about my father. You know what they end up making me do? It pushed me closer to him. Now, come to find out, some of the shit she was saying was true. But she should have let me find that out for myself. It should have been her dogging her out to me. Let me tell you, I tell this all the time.
You know what I found out?
Listen, Jay. I tell men and women this all the time. Don't dog out the other parents in front of your kids. Don't do it. Because guess what? They're going to have resentment towards the parent who are you dogging out. I promise you. They're going to turn against you. Not the parent you dogging out. They're going to turn against you. Because they think you just talking like with a jealous tongue. I promise you that's how it's going to go. Don't talk bad about another parent in front of your kids.
Can I say this? When you say half of that stuff is true, and I can probably believe that because half of the stuff that I was told by my daddy was true. Okay, I give you that. But we're not talking about the position that our fathers get put in. These people are not getting put in the same position as the daddies. So when women used to tell us, well, how you just gonna let you supposed to stand there and fight? Since when, woman, mama, you never was put in that situation. You never been. You've been on the safe side of the government. You on the safe side of the government. You never the government never came and took your kids unless you did something wrong. I'm just saying. They never came and took your kids and gave it to the father, gave the father all types of shit and made you fight for your kids.
So listen,
how dare you tell me what I'm supposed to do and when you on the safe side?
Jay Prince, listen to this. You got to get somebody to help you. You got to do it. I mean, that's it. You got to do it. What you're saying.
Me personally, I got my kids security box.
No, listen. Ain't nobody saying nothing about your custody kid, but we talking about, hey, you might need to get in a Zoom meeting with a therapist. Because right now you are awfully angry.
Why I gotta need a therapist though?
Oh, because you don't have to get one. That's your choice. But you need to talk to someone.
I'm just saying, why when I speak? Okay, why when we speak, black men speak about the troubles and the experiences, negative experiences that we go in, we get looked at like we damn near crazy. We need a therapist and all this other stuff. But on the other end, women cries and all this other stuff. They get rewards. Everybody come and pamper them. Everybody get them shit, come and rescue them, and all this other shit. But we can't never.
You telling me you won't get treated like a woman?
We can't even have a conversation without getting told that we damn near crazy.
You want to get pampered and treated like a woman?
We got to move on.
Because Jay Prince, listen, that's not true. We talk about women and their trauma all the time. We're saying this has really affected you. You're having trouble moving forward. If you got custody of your kids, then you've won. Then you need to be sharing your success with other men so they can be in your same position.
I think I got lucky. The reason why I got this much heavy, why I'm so heavy about this topic, because yes, true. I finally, out of years, I finally got out that rut with my kids, but men is going through this stuff every fucking day, every single day. My future sons, nephews gonna go through the same shit.
Okay, so guess what, Jay Prince?
You're exactly right. About myself.
Okay, but listen, Jay Prince, you're exactly right. And we're putting out, I'm gonna say we, I'm not gonna say we, I'm gonna say me. I'm giving examples all the time on how men can protect themselves. Have you ever shared any one of those examples with your nephews?
What, not having sex, get advice said to me or wear a condom?
What about marriage? What about being selective? What about being selective?
I think today's time, security boss, when we speak about marriage, the way people are conditioning right now, especially our women, men don't want to marry a woman that's act like a man. They just a man with a vagina. That's all he is.
What about men who act like women?
So that goes to the selective. That goes to the selective part, the selection. So that means they're picking the wrong women to have babies by. Though you're saying they can have babies by these men, but they can't marry these men. Is that
No,
what you're saying?
The reason why us men, it's hard to find these women to act completely right, because these women know they got an ace of the spade when they don't want to have to follow that black man leadership. When I look at all other cultures, women don't behave. It's more marriageable women in other cultures than it is the black race. These
Okay,
women be talking shit. Women are
listen, Jay
supposed to
Prince.
talk back to their man and even compare themselves to the man, but yet they want to be equal to a man. You should
Jay
never
Prince,
want to be equal to a man.
do you have that as an example for your life? Do you
Well,
have that for an example for your life? What you just said. Has that
well,
ever been your experience?
yes. Women thinking they want to compete with
No,
men
wait a
and all
minute.
that.
Hold on. How were you speaking to them?
What you mean?
You know what I mean. You know how strong you come in. You come in very strong all the time. And I told you, you got to be the example for
At
what you want.
first, no. Like I said on the panel yesterday,
Okay.
women
I can't.
create. When I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you. Let me
I
explain
didn't hear
what I
you,
mean
Jay
by
Prince.
that.
So
Women
say it again.
created us bad boys. The reason why I say women,
You fading
I said,
out.
I said women created us bad
No.
boys. You
No,
can hear me
listen what
now?
I'm saying. You keep
Can you
going
hear me
in and
now?
out, but a woman didn't make you be bad. You choose your behavior. Come on now, Jay. You choose your behavior.
Can you hear me?
I
Can you
can.
hear me,
Go
security
ahead.
boss? Okay, when I say women created bad
Okay.
boys, it's because like when I first started off dating, I thought was being nice and super nice and respectful, a gentleman, all this other stuff was gonna get me in with the doors. I quickly realized that wasn't it. These women wanted the shit talking and the aggressiveness, the roughness. They didn't want all that. They didn't want all that gentle stuff like they did back in the days.
But
But
They
that's
that's
wanted these
the
to
kind
be
of
every
woman.
woman
roughnecks.
does want these
But
things.
that was the type of woman that was in your environment,
Come
Jay.
on,
There are a lot of other women out there, but you yourself got to calm down before you get a woman to respect what you're saying and actually listen to you and be respectable for you, because you come off real strong. And then if they say something that ticks you off, then you go to the left. How are you wanting a woman to come on now? You got to be the example, brother.
I do that because I'm doing that because I'm fed up with have to be the woman in a relationship
Okay,
and
so
she
that
be the
goes
man.
back to what Hink is saying. You need to go talk to somebody, because that's a wrong way. We got to get your mindset back on being who you're supposed to be.
No, I know, but however, what I'm saying is, security boss. Nowadays, these women they just want a man they want a physical strong man, but act like a simp, but paying the bills. That's it. They want you to do the man stuff, but when it comes down to you being a
Nice.
man, when it goes against what they believe in, they want you to be submissive to them.
Okay,
Then
so Jay Prince,
you
this should
find
be
a woman that's gonna fall within your purpose, man.
well,
You
this should be
look,
real.
you
Yeah,
need
it
to
should be
keep
real
moving,
simple for
man.
you. It should be real simple. Then you shouldn't be dating anyone until you get to a place where you see and feel the woman that you fits you. It should be real simple. You shouldn't even be entertaining a woman unless she can present herself to you the way that you just spoke a moment ago.
And we also need our older women to teach these younger women how to treat a man, because on the other end, we was all men. All us men was taught how to treat women from older men in the community. You don't do this. You don't hit a woman. You turn. You walk away. You do this. You be a gentleman to her. You open a car door. You put a woman before you, and all this other bullshit that don't even make sense to me. But we followed it because. But I never once seen older women schooling young women how to respect and treat men. You know what they used to teach these younger women? Girl, you don't have to put up that shit, and go get your own education.
Jay
Go
Prince,
get your education. You
that's
don't
from
need no nigga. Them people gonna help you when if you get too bad. Them people gonna help you. So they
Prince.
taught these young girls to work against us.
JP,
I
you
gotta
need to
tell you, you
you need
gotta
to find
change
a
your
different type of
environment.
women, dog. These some trash ass whores you
Yeah,
messing with.
yeah, they trashy. You gotta change your environment, Jay Prince. You really do. And I think you're trying to do
I
that.
don't think it's so much. We can't keep blaming on.
Say it again.
I'm not the. When I get on this panel, it's men. It's men from all different cities, all different countries, complaining about the exact same thing that I'm saying.
And I would tell them the exact.
So it's not an anecdotal
I would tell them the same thing too, because there's a lot of women out there that don't act like that. Ain't no woman. There's many women out there that not calling men bees and fighting them and stuff like that. That's an aggressive woman that I don't know what kind of. I've seen that. Now listen, I'm not saying that woman don't exist. I'm saying that's not the woman you need to be trying to entertain for your dating process or someone to marry. That's all I'm saying. I know there's women out there that's mean as hell. I get it.
I'm saying they don't have to call you a bee or want to fight you. It's the way how they undermine your.
Yeah, but why would you be dealing with a woman who talks like that?
They could disrespect you respectfully.
Why would you deal with a woman who talks like that, though, Jay? Why would you deal with a woman who talks like that?
No. What I'm saying is, even if you get a woman that talk reckless or a woman that talk very respectful, but she know how to disrespect you without disrespecting you verbally or physically. She can just undermine. You got family with her, and you tell your kid, "Well, my kid going to this school because this going to get him this going to benefit him in 10 different ways." Well, she gonna go behind your back and put him in a school that don't benefit him shit.
She don't respect you anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, we gotta.
We're gonna move on, but because Jay Prince, listen, I've already told you what I would like to see from you, but it's gonna require you doing better for yourself. So you might just need to leave women alone for a minute. Just take a fast from women. Get yourself straight. If you need the child support system to help, you need to get you some help for that. Or if you got some information that can help somebody else, you need to share it because you got your kids. It's a lot of men out there that want to have their kids, and you need to share with them how they got them, because we need to get past this child support. And I mean, you can't just keep letting people do stuff to you and you just keep going. You got to start filing some complaints or writing down some notes. And that's what Hink was saying. That's what we started off. You can't keep just letting it go on. If somebody's mistreating you and they work for the courts, somebody needs to hear about it. And if you got to go get a lawyer to do that, then that's what you got to do, because it can't keep going on.
May I say this?
Yes, sir.
The thing about getting your mind right, before you go into dating, that is the most important thing to do, but it's only the first thing to do. Okay. Second thing you need to do is you have to determine, what do you want? Once you get your stuff straight, you have to determine what do you really want. You have to really think about it. Right now, at my stage, all I can think about is what I don't want. Okay. Because pretty soon, you when you start to see these women, remember, you're going to be courting these women. You're going to be looking for what you want. Okay. And once you find out about, the woman, the next question you ask yourself is, well, how much sacrifice are you willing to make for that woman? How much? Because some sacrifices have to be made. Now, all these women about these what is it? The specifications? I forgot what you call it.
The stipulations.
Stipulations. That's it. Most of these stipulations are unrealistic. Okay? That's not for you. Now, I mean, if you can afford to meet the stipulations, hey, more power to you. Okay? But most of the time, But that's what it's coming down to. You getting your mind right and understanding what you really want in life.
So Jay Prince, this question is gonna be crazy, but I want you to answer it anyway, okay? Even though somebody said I put you on monk duty. So listen, it says this is the topic of the show. If she came with stipulations, leave her at the restaurant. What do you think about that?
If she came with stipulations, it depends on stipulations, because I do. Now, I'm not saying I'm totally against women, but what I'm saying is, women went through some stuff too. So it depends on the type of stipulations. What do you like? Can you give me some examples?
Yeah. Like if a woman told you to marry me, I have to have a ring that's 3 times your monthly salary. It needs to cost that much. So like if you had made $10,000 a month, the ring needs to be $30,000, or I'm not marrying you.
I'm gonna pour the whole food on her face and walk out the door.
You're gonna catch a case.
No, while pouring a drink on her?
Oh, I thought you said the whole food.
That's still assault either way, bro.
I'm saying, I'm gonna throw my whole dinner plate on her in the drink.
Jay Prince, that is not the proper way to respond. You can leave her at the restaurant without doing
I'm just
anything.
saying, I'm being facetious.
No, you dead serious. Don't lie. Jay,
I'm not dead serious.
Throwing
No,
all
but
that
I would
lemonade on her head, throwing a salmon he bought. He throwing all that on her.
Hey, look, I definitely want to entertain that. I wouldn't even respect. I don't even respect women that come at me like asking me for like when we talk about money and stuff. See, a lot of women don't even know how. Men gonna give you money regardless, but when it's all about how the woman game is. If you coming out the gate and that's the first thing you talking about is bread, no, we gonna treat you. If the men do want to stay there, they gonna treat you like a prostitute.
Let's get back to the point. Security boss asks you, what stipulations are you willing to accept? Because you said it depends on stipulations. So I'm interested in knowing which ones you're gonna accept.
Come on, Trick Daddy.
Yeah, since listen, Aaron, since
Trick Daddy.
He was over there on the dating show the other day.
Yeah, Trick Daddy.
Okay.
What kind of woman he looking for? Yeah.
Okay, if gonna be somebody Daddy.
Kendra G. He's over on Kendra G.
If a woman say
he's willing to be a stepdad.
I don't want no disrespectful man. No, if a woman say I don't want no disrespectful man, I want to, in order to date me, you got to be respectful to me. You got to be honest with me. And that type of stuff is reasonable.
Would you be a
woman with kids? Would you date a woman with kids? No, you didn't. No, you did not. No, you didn't.
Daddy. Yeah. Come on, stepdaddy.
No, I'm not gonna be stepdad.
Yeah, that's what you gonna be.
No, he said
he's a woman with kids.
No, he told him he wouldn't. He said he didn't want a woman with kids. He wouldn't.
No, security boss. That ain't what he said. He said he
I will date it because at my age, I gotta be more realistic. I'm almost 40.
Okay, I was getting ready.
40, so women gonna have kids, but like again, one time I did explain on the show that my last
answer the goddamn question, Jay.
No, listen, let me give you some context. What I'm trying to say. Like my last daughter mom, she had 2 kids. Now I was living in a house with them, but I wasn't the stepdad. I always involved their daddies when like on stuff. I never played daddy. I was just in the house.
You're a politician, Jay Prince. Answer
no, I never played daddy. Just because I'm in the house, that don't mean I have to.
No.
Daddy's like,
that ain't what you said the other night.
I didn't discipline them. I didn't do nothing because I'm strong about somebody disciplining my kids.
Answer the question though, man.
Yeah, I would date a woman with kids.
Okay, you said you would marry one.
That's right.
That's what you said on the show the other night.
Yeah, you're gonna be stepdaddy.
Yeah,
I believe you be trolling. I think you trying to drop
that.
You can't stand stepdaddies though, but he's gonna be a stepdaddy.
Jay Prince, hold on for a minute. Hold that thought. Doberman, thank you. Hold your thought. Thank you so much for your $5 super chat. I love Black women. Woo! This being said, the most accomplished Black men I know have the least options among Black women. Racist, Arabs, Chinese, etc. are more cooperative.
He call them Black women terrorists at this point.
He called them terrorists too. That's not true. They are not terrorists out there.
Y'all cold-blooded with that one.
I know.
Listen, if you can't get a Black woman to do as you say, get a woman.
I'm not gonna bother you no more today, but listen, I can't believe you was over there on Kendra G.
Whatever it takes, Aaron.
Talking about
save that for me, Lord.
I can't believe he was over there. Yeah, listen, over there on Kendra G talking about, and she said, "What kind of woman you want?" And what you say? What kind of woman you want? Tell me again. So we all know because we all know.
I said a respectful woman, not loud, not angry, a thick woman, nicely thick. I don't want a woman that's loud.
Not what you said, Jay Prince. You said
she can have some type of kickback, like I always said.
Yeah. You said she can have a little kickback. I want a thick like you, Kendra. He was sipping like a bug.
I said her kind of shape. I like Kendra. No, Kendra got her shape. My type.
You could have thought of a different woman to say the shape.
I said the same stuff that I be saying on here.
Hey, security boss. He was ready to drink a bath water.
No bullshit. Now you overdoing it. And then too, I was just saying when I got on the show, I didn't really think I was gonna actually be on the show. And when it popped up, boom, I'm on there. So it kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't mentally prepared for the questions that she was asking me, even though I saw her a couple of times, a whole bunch of times. But I was just, I ain't gonna lie, I was just saying stuff to be nice.
How about that?
Stop.
How about that? You was enjoying yourself.
I
It's
wasn't
okay.
comfortable being my true self on her show like that.
It's
He
okay.
was.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
he was.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
have a good time, Jay Prince.
Security boss. He was up there in the chat. Said, hey, "Anybody trying to get at me?"
No, but it was women. It was women started hitting my inbox.
We got to see
listen, I got one. This is my last question. This is my last question. I said this already, right? Let me ask. This is my last question, Jay Prince. Was you simping?
What? What did I say? Anything about simping like that was simpish? No.
Because somebody said your eyes got big and your tongue came out your mouth and you.
No, it did do that, but I was just. I wasn't simping though. I was not simping.
Accept your simp card. I'm calling Logic.
No. I wasn't.
Where's Logic at right now? Where's Logic?
You know what he was doing.
Simping means you willing to put up with stuff that you don't believe in.
Oh, you was. You sit there and say you don't believe in being a stepdaddy, but you sit there and say you'll marry a woman with kids. You're going to be a stepdaddy. You was sipping.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I was just saying some stuff just to try to
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Stop it, Jay Prince. You was sipping.
You was sipping.
But you got to be more realistic. That don't mean I'm going to be a stepdad, though.
I got you.
You don't have to, just because you got a woman with kids. Like, so I experienced women with kids and I wasn't a stepdaddy.
So you just dare to sleep with their mama then, huh?
Yep.
Stepdaddy Jay Prince.
Rather you being a stepdad than do what you did. Because right now you were setting no example for nobody in the house. The young girls had a man in the house that didn't come off being a man. The woman probably felt used. And then you was like, what, just sitting up looking like a king or something?
No, what it was, like, I wasn't disrespecting their mama, and plus I was cleaning up. I took the kids out, all this other stuff. But I always called their dads and let them know what was going on. Like when she told me not to, I still called, especially when it came down to discipline or even cutting
the grass.
I'm like, hey, I know you live in cutting his son hair. Oh. I was like, hey, I know you live out of town, but you think son kind of need a haircut? You want me to cut it? Stuff like that. I always ask when dealing with the kids because I treated that situation as if I wanted how I wanted somebody to be a good
stepdad.
I think that's a respectable stepdad. They not wrong.
That's not no stepdad. No,
that's what you are. A simple ass stepdad. Yeah. That's cool. That's what you want to be. Accept it.
Jay Prince,
because I got their mama pregnant. I got their mama pregnant within the first week of us dating.
We understand that, man.
There you go, Jay.
You got your stepdaddy.
All right, Jay Prince just went to left.
Call yourself Jay Stepdaddy.
Yeah. Call him Jay Simp. Jay Simp. I like Jay Simp better.
Jay Simp. Okay. No. That's more fitting.
Y'all can wait for that.
Hey, Jay Prince.
Listen, if you see
water through a straw.
I'm not listening. Y'all can wait.
You listen, you see Hink, you see Hink or you see me, you better start smiling because we got something on you now.
I watched it too. I said, look at my boy Jay Prince. I still
don't agree with the ideology with stepdaddies. I really don't.
It's just a man that is standing in place for where somewhere there's a need. Jay Prince, just because you're not a biological don't mean you can't be the dad. It doesn't mean that.
No, because you know why I'm so bent over that? Because this is the reason why I'm really bent over that. The stepdad.
You hate what you want.
No, it's mainly because our women always try to put down fathers, and they want to do everything to replace the dads. They always disrespect the dads. They even saying stepdaddies is better than the. Here it is. I'm a man. Take care of my daddy. Oh, you don't get take care of my kids. Oh, you don't get no reward. Kendra said that. You don't get no rewards for that, but yet y'all sitting up here propping up dudes. Stepdaddies that came to Captain Save for your fucked up the decision that you made. You decided to have kids by 6 different dudes. You decided to have 6 kids by 6 different dudes. Now this step simp.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, let me ask you.
Simp
You always let me ask you one more question. We're gonna call you Simp Daddy. We're gonna call you
Yeah, Simp Daddy. You like that.
But listen, Jay
I
Prince.
ain't Step Daddy, Simp Daddy.
We've been here. Listen, he's Simp Daddy. Yeah, that's how you're gonna introduce yourself. But Jay Prince, listen, you're gonna have to work on your mindset, brother, because listen, a man is a man. You gotta respect him no matter what form or what role he's coming in. There's nothing wrong with a man being a stepfather if he sees a need. There's
why
nothing.
not respect the fathers?
We respect them too. I'm not.
They don't though.
No, I'm here. You the one talking. I ain't talking to the stepdad. I don't know what the stepdad is doing.
No, but if you
respect them,
man, if you got 6 baby daddies, right? Security boss, I ain't mean to cut you off. If you got 6 baby daddies, that's 6 different chances you can try to make it up with them, not to go try to find a step nigga to come in and play daddy.
But
you got 6 of them out there.
I got a question. Where you fit in at the 6? Which one were you?
Huh?
Which one were you?
Daddy gonna do?
My first one, I was the
He gonna bring home that milk and bread.
Listen, you was the second one with the first one. Okay, why didn't you just wife her up and be done with all of this?
We always got to have the mother full.
Clearly, she was a whore.
Oh, what? But how can you say that? You were one too. Now stop. We're not gonna do this.
What I'm saying is, see, women can't.
Do this, Jay Prince.
Security boss, we talk about double standards.
No, we're not. I'm not doing. I'm not doing. I'm not doing double standard because no, she can't. She's not. She don't get kudos for that. But I'm saying you were baby daddy number 2. Right. Being baby daddy number 2, you could have married the young woman and made her, huh? You could have made her. You could have made her a good woman being daddy number 2. And guess what? You would have been protected, not been in the child support system, probably wouldn't have had less misdemeanors. You probably had a smile on your face right now. Is this the one that had the trucking business with you? I mean, the security business with you?
No, that was my ex-fiance. She don't got no kids.
Anyway, my whole point is your life probably would have turned out different if you would have wifed her up. Because remember, wives help with this kind of situation. Women, we're good for stuff, you know, even though we hear all the time that we're not valued. That's not true. And if you're dealing with women that are not valuable, you need to change the type of woman that you deal with.
I only dated, security boss, with that one, my first one, I only dated her for a week and she got pregnant. That's
okay. You could have went back.
I didn't even know her name. When they came to me 4 years later, I really didn't even know her name.
What?
I didn't know her name.
You just call her a what?
Huh?
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're going way too fast. You're going way too fast. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Somebody said in the chat that JP said, I sip, but I only sip a little bit.
Jay Prince, listen, I'm gonna hear this story, then I'm gonna let you go because I've been here long enough. But I think this is gonna go down in history right here. You dated the woman for 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know her name, or you didn't get to know her enough to remember her name. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't know her name.
Okay.
I was working at a college and she was going to college. And I thought she came and approached me, so I thought I caught me a little college girl. And after she got out of school and I got off work, because when college ended and I ended, so we went by her house. She said, "You want to hang out?" I said, "Yeah, what's in it?" We went by her house, we hung out, we did our little thing, and we was kicking it for about a good week. And I went my way, she went her way. Then her friend came calling me, talking about she was pregnant.
How long ago? How long? Like within the 9 months? Within the 9 months? You found out within the 9 months she was pregnant?
I found out she was pregnant within the 2nd month. But then I tried to say, okay, well, I'm happy because this is my first child, so I'm happy trying to be there. She skipped town, skipped state. So I went down to my courts. At that time, I went to my courts. And I said, hey, it's a woman out here saying she's pregnant by me and all this other stuff. They asked me, what's her name? We probably could possibly place a warrant on her and stuff like that. And I didn't have no name to give them.
You went down to the courts and said it's a woman. You just went down to the court system and said it's a woman. Out here,
I know it sounds crazy, but I was trying to be there at the time. But then when she did have the baby, I went by her granny house where we had sex at initially. I went by her grandma's house and I was banging on the door. And like I said, I came in with all my guys and stuff. And she told me, her grandmama told me, she said that baby looked just like you.
Hold on.
I heard
You said you
said,
came
well,
out with all your guys.
No, because I was trying to talk to the mama.
So you got a bunch of dudes with you? What conversation you gonna have with a bunch of dudes with you?
No, because she was making threats about her family if I come over there.
So
I was trying to come over there. At that fast forward, like
you came over
it's like
with
the
your
fourth month.
But you don't even know her name though. That doesn't. Wait a minute.
No, I'm saying when I went, I still knew where her granny stayed, but she already done. Her grandmama told her if she got pregnant again, she was gonna have to get out. So she told me all this stuff later. But when I came on her granny house, she was already living in a different city. So
wait a minute, but you couldn't stop by. You couldn't say granny. What's her name? You still couldn't get the name then?
Her grandma wouldn't give me. She told her granny not to give me no information. The only thing her grandma told me that baby looked just like me. I said, well, she told me that the baby was a white man's baby. She said the baby was a white man's baby. She said, no, that baby looked just like you. Then 4 years later, I lost total contact with her. I ended up going to jail after that. But then when I got out, I lost all of that. And my sister said, well, if you really a father of a child, women usually not gonna want you there. That baby probably ain't yours.
Did you say the baby looked like the white man's baby, bro?
No, her mama. No, my baby mama. My baby mama.
You blamed the white man on the baby.
No,
then you said the baby looked like you.
The
baby looked like you, but looked like the white man.
The baby mama, my baby mama told me that was a white man's baby.
But it looked like.
I never had seen the baby till 4 years later.
I'm still confused. I'm going back. I gotta go. You gotta help me out just a little bit. I'm going back.
How dark was this white man?
Wait a minute. No. Stop. Hold on. We got to do it. Thank you so much, Rodney, sis, because this is confusing me because Jay Prince, you said that you went to the grandma house, unless I'm not following right. You said it was about 4 months later. And you said the grandma said 4 months later that the baby looked like you. Now, I'm just trying to figure out how anybody have a baby 4 months later.
No, what I'm saying is, after the baby was born, I came by her granny house because her.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Then what happened at 4 months? Something happened at 4 months.
No, I'm saying 4 months after the baby was born.
Oh,
I mean, like 4 months, like after. Damn, you done lost my train of thought. Okay.
Don't even worry about it. Because I'm not.
Hold on. Okay.
For that baby, I know it.
When the baby was born, because her friend, my baby mama friend, knew my number through her. She kept calling me, starting shit. But I went when she told me the baby was born, all this other stuff. I went by her grandma's house. And this was me and her mama was arguing. I was arguing with her friend and her, and talking about if I come over there, this gonna happen to me. So we went over there, a lot of guns and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, I'm done. Hold on.
Okay, we ain't gonna talk about that. But I went over there.
You regulated. You call your regulators, huh?
Wait a minute, Jay. Hold on. Hold that story. God. And we still don't even know her name. And you still don't know her name.
He don't know her name, but he know he had to bring some guns and
a whole bunch of people. Hold on, stop. I can't even do it. Riding the 6. Thank you so much for your $13.99 super chat. It was very well needed and welcome. I am actually willing to pay to make this stop. You get the money line.
Give me mine. Going up, you know the climb. I'm gonna run it every time. Give me mine. Going up, you know the climb.
Yeah.
Regulator.
But I can say this. I can say this.
We done.
I just want to say this. When I found out that I had a kid, and really found out and got the chance to touch my kid, I gave up my lifestyle, and I've been there ever since. I'm still here to this day.
You stopped hanging out with your boys that had to mount up with the pistol?
I stopped hanging out with everybody, and it's been focused on me and my kids.
Very good. Thank you, Jay Prince.
I've been holding it down for about 5 or 6 years.
Thank you for ending that very well. Thank you so much. That one, buddy. But listen, guys, we have been here for 3 hours and 30 minutes, and it's been an outstanding show. Jay Prince, I appreciate you for ending it so brilliantly. That was well. Listen, nobody can do it but you.
Daddy.
You doggone right, but I'm not no simp.
Oh, no, you simp daddy.
You ain't lying.
Well, listen, chat, I love it. I love the fact that you're here. Thank you so much for being here. It was an outstanding show. We in, everybody's laughing and having fun. This is what we want. Pink, I appreciate so much your candidness, talking to Jay Prince. Jay Prince, you need to listen to these men. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate it. DP, we got to get you a wife. She's coming. She's coming. I got you.
Trying to be a simp daddy?
We got to stop doing that.
We appreciate your wisdom so much, and we appreciate that you're here and always welcome to come back. And everybody in the live, yo, before we go, let's get these likes up to 100, please. Let's get them up. Hit that like button. What they call them, ninja watchers. Ninja watchers, hit that like button. Don't talk about it. Just hit that like button.
All these people calling me a simp.
Simp daddy, y'all get it right. Simp daddy. We're gonna forget that, JP. Simp daddy.
Episode. I ain't seen it
Let
yet.
Kendra call you a simp. Can Kendra call you a simp?
No, Kendra cannot call me no daddy.
You call her whatever she want to.
Yes, she can. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Riding the Six, I appreciate you so much for all you do, and you are so welcome, and a definitely added pleasure for SB Nation. Shelby, I'm so glad you made it. All of you, Luke Hazley, I can't call all y'all names, but you know I love that you all are here. And guess what? If I didn't tell you, the standard Sunday at 6 p.m. Y'all got to be here. I appreciate it. And y'all have a good night. A good rest of the day.
All the simp daddies.
You're off. Sorry, Mom. I just thought you were my
No simp daddy.
You're not. And I'm just sitting, smoking, sloping in the days, because my days ain't been the same since I drove your away. I remember the way you wrote letters in blue ink. You and me was in love. Think about what your crew think. I know your moms probably think I'm a bastard. Your pops probably want to beat my death and take a in my casket. But I got sick of fighting, bickering, fussing over nothing, cussing. Instead of watching the death of discussions that we once had, days that we once spent in the backseat of our cars, reading poets at sunset. It's funny how love can fall out the foreground, get pushed into the back of your mind. We used to twist a spliff and laugh and relax. Now you crying, and I'm trying to find the reasons. So I ask, does forever ever happen, or is it always fade to black? I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul on the road. I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul on the road.